Joni, Gretna, Nebraska, KOIL. How are you?
I'm great, Mark. It's such a privilege to talk to you. I
Thank
just
you.
want to let you know I'm a first-time caller, long-time listener, and I have 8 of your Plunder and Deceit books floating around to friends.
8? Wow. Well, thank you.
Yes,
Aren't you
and I
kind?
preach the Convention of States any chance I get.
You know, ladies and gentlemen, I can't speak for other talk show hosts, and I would never try to. But at least behind this microphone, we try to come up with solutions. We don't just bang the drums over and over again for a candidate or against a candidate or blah, blah, blah. This Convention of States is very, very important. It's very important. I think in the end, this is where we need to go. We'll be talking about it in the future, too. But it's in the Constitution. It's under Article 5. And this way, we can get around the Mitch McConnells, get around the Barack Obamas and the massive bureaucracy. And you folks in your communities, in your neighborhoods, you elect the right delegates or assembly members or people to your, to your house in the state, and elect the right state senators, you can have an enormous impact because the states working together, specifically the state legislatures, are more powerful than any branch of the federal government or the entirety of the federal government. Joni, I'm sorry. Go right ahead.
No, I think you answered my question. What I was just going to ask you is this corruptness is so blatant now. Is there any other hope besides Convention of States? I just don't see anything changing. It's getting worse and worse.
There's no other option. I mean, we do what we can in this election process. We do what we can when it comes to voting and at the federal level and so forth. Whether we bring litigation, whether we organize for or against candidates, we challenge certain senators and congressmen, we fight it out and so forth. And that's fine. It needs to be done. But truthfully, it's not going to fix where we are right now. This has taken about a century to get us here. It started with progressive Republicans, and it's now ending with statists of all political stripes. So yes, it's ultimately the only place we're going to be able to go. You have governors announcing for this now, and senators even endorsing it, and presidential candidates. You need to remember something, my friend. Before I wrote the Liberty Amendments, nobody was talking about this. A handful of really patriotic guys were pressing this, but this wasn't even being discussed nationally, let alone requiring candidates to pledge one way or another. And this is one thing that does concern me about conservatives. And thank you for your call. It was an excellent call. This is one thing that concerns me. We give up so easily. We don't look at the length of history here. This election is an election. It's very depressing for many people, including me. You have to sort things out and so forth and so on. But you got to look at the longer picture here, the bigger picture. And the bigger picture is, as I keep saying about this Convention of States and Article 5 in our constitutional system, there is recourse. It's not easy. It's difficult. But here we have 8 states that have signed on to this, and we haven't even really pushed it. We haven't even united behind it. Headlines and websites. A particular cable show with a particular guest. Who cares? You want to get your hands dirty? You want to actually try and press the case for reviving what we've lost? There's a way to do it. We already have 8 states. The governor of Texas, the biggest of the Republican states, he's 100% in. You've heard him on this program. He has a book out promoting it. And he says as soon as the legislature gets back, he's going to push it again. Imagine if we would unite around this enterprise. Imagine if rather than shooting each other politically, attacking each other on websites and other places, imagine if we all got behind this.
The cure will not come from Washington, D.C. They must come from the states.
I've been there. I've seen it. It stinks. It's about them. It's not about us.
I want Texas to join other states in calling for a convention of states to fix the cracks in our broken Constitution.